While you are sleeping soundly in your bed, your bank is quietly working against you. They are taking your hard-earned deposits and using that exact money just to save themselves. The banking system is desperately trying to plug its own holes using your personal savings. And while they do that, a silent thief called inflation is eating whatever is left. You wake up thinking you have a safety net, but that net is completely full of holes. Let me be absolutely clear with you. Here in the year 2026, the concept of financial safety, as we used to know it, is the biggest lie ever told. The old rules of money do not work anymore. You cannot just save your way to wealth. That is exactly why today I am going to give you a complete step-by-step guide. I will show you exactly how to protect your capital and navigate this financial storm. This is your ultimate manual on how to avoid ending up with absolute zero in your account. We are going to build a fortress around your money. So grab a pen and pay attention, because the decisions you make right now will dictate your entire financial future. If you ignore what is happening, you will be the one paying for the bank's mistakes. Are you ready to take back control? Let's dive straight into the reality of the situation. Let me explain in very simple terms what is actually happening to the U.S. banking system right now. You see, regional and mid-sized banks are facing a crisis of historic proportions. They simply cannot handle the pressure of current, relentless inflation. Their old investments have lost immense value, creating massive holes in their balance sheets. Add to that a massive drain of liquidity as smart money leaves the system entirely. To understand this, I want you to think of a struggling bank as a giant leaky ship. They trap regular people inside, forcing you to frantically scoop out the water with tiny buckets. Your deposits are basically the glue they are using to temporarily patch the massive leaks. But here is the sick twist. While you are working hard to save the ship, the captain and the executives are already escaping safely in their fully loaded luxury lifeboats. They secure their massive bonuses and bail out, leaving the retail customer to drown. It sounds harsh, and it absolutely is not fair to the everyday hard-working citizen. But sitting around and complaining about the unfairness of the system will not save your portfolio. Understanding this brutal reality is the mandatory first step to your financial survival. Once you see the game for what it truly is, you can stop being the victim. Traditional banking loyalty is dead. You owe them absolutely nothing. It is time to treat your money like a mobile army, ready to relocate at a moment's notice. Because leaving it sitting idle in the wrong place is a guaranteed recipe for total disaster. And if the bank's failing wasn't enough to worry about, we need to face the final boss of wealth destruction head on. Let's talk deeply about the inflation monster that is destroying the middle class. You look at this bill and you still see $100 in your mind. But the reality is, the purchasing power of this piece of paper is aggressively shrinking. Thanks to the silent tax of inflation, your $100 is effectively turning into $70. Think back just a few short years ago to what your weekly grocery trip looked like. You could fill the entire cart to the absolute brim for a reasonable amount of cash. Now, take that exact same amount of cash into the store today. This pathetic handful of items is literally all you can manage to buy. Let me show you what the price tags from the near future look like. The numbers in your bank account might stubbornly look the same as they did before, but the physical assets you can actually exchange them for are sliced entirely in half. This is why keeping your money locked away in a dusty safe at home, or stuffing wads of cash desperately underneath your mattress for safekeeping, is no longer a strategy for saving. It is a financial death sentence. You are watching the slow, agonizing burning of your life's capital right before your eyes. Every single day it sits idle, uninvested. It loses the power to protect your family. If your money isn't actively working to outpace inflation, you are getting poorer every second. Time is no longer your friend. It is the catalyst that evaporates your hard work. You cannot pause the economy, and you certainly cannot negotiate with the Federal Reserve. So what do? We stop bleeding out and we start playing offense. All right, that is enough doom and gloom and panic. We deal in solutions here. It is time to execute the ultimate protection plan for your capital. I am going to give you exactly 3 strategic locations to deploy your cash immediately. Step number 1, you need a safe harbor for your immediate liquidity. Transition your emergency funds into high-yield savings accounts immediately, but not just anywhere. Use only systemically important, too-big-to-fail banking institutions. Your local credit union might be friendly, but it cannot survive a massive liquidity crunch. The mega banks have the government guarantee, ensuring your baseline cash is totally secure. Step number 2. We must anchor a portion of your wealth to reality. You need to aggressively invest in hard commodities like physical gold and pure silver. The fundamental rule of the new economy is simple. Acquire things they cannot simply print. Real assets, tangible real estate, and precious metals hold intrinsic historical value. When paper currencies collapse globally, these hard assets serve as your unbreakable financial anchor. Step number 3. This is where we actually generate true explosive wealth. I am talking about AI-driven growth. The revolution is already happening right now. In 2026, you must absolutely place your bets on the technology sector. Invest in the undisputed market leaders who are aggressively building the infrastructure of tomorrow. Look, I will be completely transparent. I will open my own personal brokerage app. This specific allocation is exactly what I am doing with my own life savings. I have to say legally, this is not financial advice for you to copy blindly. But make no mistake, this is my personal battle-tested survival plan. By combining immense security, tangible assets, and hyper-growth tech, you become invincible. Your portfolio becomes a heavily armored vehicle capable of driving straight through an economic hurricane. When I talk about AI, I don't mean just chatbots. I mean the physical hardware that runs the world. We are looking for the picks and shovels of the 21st century, companies that build the chips. These technologies are the only things scaling faster than the rate of global currency debasement. By balancing your hard assets with high-growth tech, you create a perfect financial barbell. Diversification in 2026 isn't about owning 10 different banks. It's about owning different types of reality. You need some of your wealth where the government can't touch it, and some where the future is being built. Every minute you wait to reallocate your capital is a minute you let the system win. I have already crossed that bridge. I am showing you the path because I want you there with me. My personal portfolio has never been more resilient than it is right now, in the middle of this chaos. It wasn't easy to shift everything, but the peace of mind I have today is absolutely priceless. When you see the banks on the news, you shouldn't feel fear. You should feel prepared. Now that you know where to move your money, we need to talk about what not to do, because one wrong move now could cancel out all your smart decisions. I've seen too many people lose everything because they fell for the same old traps. Let's ensure you don't become another statistic in the great wealth transfer of 2026. Precision is your best friend right now. Emotion is your worst enemy. We are moving from the protection phase into the avoidance phase. Listen closely to these next few minutes. They are just as vital as the investment plan. This is where the amateurs fail and the professionals survive the crash. Your mindset during a bank failure is what determines your net worth at the end of it. Don't be the one banging on the door when it's already too late. Be the one who left early. The smart money is already in position. Let's make sure you are too. Mistake number 1 is the most dangerous. Acting out of pure, unadulterated panic. When people see a bank closed sign, they start selling everything at the bottom. Selling your long-term assets during a temporary crash is how you lock in your losses forever. Mistake number 2. Following investment advice from random viral videos on TikTok. These people are paid to pump garbage stocks that will be worth zero by next month. Mistake number 3. Trusting free financial consultants who work for the very banks that are failing. If the advice is free, you aren't the customer. You are the product they are selling. Do not fall for the "it's different this time" trap. The math of inflation never changes. Stick to the plan we discussed. Don't let the noise of the media distract you. Tune out the headlines. Most of them are designed to keep you scared and compliant. Knowledge is the only thing they can't inflate away. Invest in your own education first. Wealth is a marathon, especially in 2026. Don't sprint into a trap. Patience is a strategic weapon. Use it to wait for the right opportunities. But don't confuse patience with hesitation. When the time comes to move, move fast. You are now armed with the truth and a concrete strategy to protect your family's future. You have already done more than 90% of the population just by watching this. Now comes the most important part, the execution. I am finishing my own adjustments as we speak. I practice what I preach every single day. My capital is safe. My family is protected. My future is bright despite the economy. We are entering a new era of money. Don't be afraid of it. Master it. Every crisis is also a massive opportunity for those who have the eyes to see it. Look beyond the bank failures. Look at the world we are building together. This is how legacies are built. During the hard times, not the easy ones. You have the tools. You have the guide. Now you just need the courage to act. Don't wait for the next bank to fail before you decide to take control. The window of opportunity is closing fast. Make your move today. I believe in your ability to survive and thrive in this crazy economy. The world as we knew it has changed forever. There is no going back to the old ways. Either you adapt to the new reality, or you continue to feed a failing system. The choice is yours, but remember, doing nothing is also a choice, a dangerous one. If you want to survive and win in this economy alongside me, subscribe to this channel. We are building a community of people who refuse to be victims of inflation. Click the bell so you never miss a critical update on the banking crisis. I'll be sharing my specific asset moves every single week right here. Don't fight this battle alone. Join the tribe of the financially woke. Your future self will thank you for the decisions you make in the next 24 hours. Thank you for trusting me with your time. It is the most valuable asset you have. Now go out there, plant your seeds of wealth, and protect them fiercely. This is Professor Carl, signing off. Stay smart, stay safe, and stay invested. I'll see you in the next video where we dive even deeper into the AI revolution. The best is yet to come for those who are prepared for the worst. Remember, the clock is ticking. Don't let your wealth evaporate into thin air. Take the first step now. Open that account. Buy that gold. Secure your life. You have the key. All you have to do is turn it. I'm finishing my work for today. I hope you start yours tonight. Close your laptop. The screen light disappears, leaving him in a warm, ambient glow. Good luck out there. It's a wild world, but we're going to make it. Wealth is a seed. Information is the water. You are the gardener. Sleep well tonight, knowing you have a plan. Peace is the ultimate goal. Protect what is yours. No one else is going to do it for you. See you in the future. A future where you are in control. Goodbye.